Welcome back to Walking the Property. We're back here on a cold day. It's New Year's Eve, December 31st, awaiting the new year, 2018. But we're here looking at some property. Something that's been really interesting to me in this kind of market right now is where is the next opportunity? I mean, that's always what people are looking for. But basically what I mean is what outskirt of Boston is next? Where is the big rise in real estate prices next? I've been looking at a couple of areas. I mean, we've seen it in Everett, we've seen it in Chelsea, we've seen it in Somerville, we've seen it in Jamaica Plains, Dorchester, all these at Roxbury, all these areas booming because they're so close to Boston. But what else? Because the way it works a lot of the times, what you see is it kind of radiates from Boston and it keeps going and going and going. But what is the next neighborhood? I've been looking at neighborhoods like Malden, Melrose. A lot of opportunity in those places for three families, things like that. Lynn is always somewhere where I'm looking. That's close by. I know the market much better than somewhere else. But today, we're more in the southern part. I've also been looking at Weymouth and Braintree. But here today, we're in Quincy. Quincy's been a really good, steady market for a while. But now I think might be the opportunity, might be the turning point that it's looking for. As things start to go, prices start to go up further and further away from Boston. Like I said, in Jamaica Plains, things are starting to really get going. We're in Quincy today, and I want to look at two properties today that have some potential, have that kind of potential that can really make you money because the rents are still low here. And what's interesting, right, is that looking at some of these prices around here, the prices are very similar to Lynn, Mass in terms of per unit or multifamily pricing, but the median income in Lynn is around the mid-50s, 55,000 around there. Here it's in the low 70s, and that's huge, okay? Because you're talking about people that, I mean, you can rent for the same amount of money, and people are going to be it's going to be much easier for people to pay that rent naturally because they're making much more money. So here we are, we're at 117 to 123 Independence Ave in Quincy. It's two buildings. It's made up of 6 units total. Okay, it's a multifamily structure. It goes for $1.4 million at this point. The cap is a little low. It's at 6.3, 6.4. But that's really kind of the cap that you're going to be getting in this kind of market. Again, it's really competitive, so the caps are really low. But what's interesting about this is that they have this thing. It's called condo conversion equity. Okay, and basically what that means is when you convert something to a condo from a multifamily, what you're doing is you're taking, for example, a multifamily is 10 units, right? And it's a package of 10 units. That's a multifamily, right? But when you do condo, what you're doing is you're basically converting those from one multifamily to 10 condos. Okay, for those of you that aren't sure. And what that does is it obviously allows you to sell it for more per unit rather than the bundle. You know what I mean? It's always, when you see anything, not just real estate, when it's sold in a bundle, it's a lot less per unit than it is by itself, right? So the condo conversion equity here is $236,767. Now, this is an estimated number. This isn't like on the books for sure, but this is something that you can go to the banks and might leverage into getting an easier, a mortgage, because you can say, listen, we can turn these into condos. They can be worth a lot more. It's underpriced. And you can still try to make money here in a deal here. I haven't gotten outside yet. I want to do this in the car because it is cold outside right now. It's freezing in the single digits. But just from seeing some of the things that I like and I don't like, I'm going to get a couple of wide shots here as well, of course. But I did see a train go right behind the building. That might be a good thing, might be a bad thing. I mean, when you have a train behind you, it's not quiet, obviously, okay? But if the T-stop is close by, no problem. So that's one thing to worry about, and this is why it's important, again, to walk the property. I've done this multiple times. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the outside, and then we're going to get going, check out a second property. All right, so just as I go off to the next property, I just want to mention one more thing. The thing that's going to turn this around here and have property values go way up is it needs youth. The average age here is 39 years old. In Lynn, it's 35. In Mass, it's 39, which is fine. But if you want a city feel, if you want the youth to start coming in you need more of a city. You need more restaurants. You need public places where people can go a lot more. I mean, the South Shore Mall isn't that far from here, but you need more, and you need to be able to have people transport to the city a lot easier than what it is right now. Yeah, so that's another thing that I just wanted to add as I'm on my way there. And I hope you guys enjoy the second property. All right, here we go. We're here at the second property, and this property is exactly half of what the other property is, and by that I mean the price is $699, and the units are 3 units instead of 6. At the last property is $1.4 million. Here it's $700,000. Basically identical, and the condo conversion again is what I want to stress to you guys about. Again, it's just a prediction, okay? But the condo conversion prediction is at 148,638. That adds a lot of value. I mean, that basically shoots you up from 600,000 to almost to 850. Okay, from 700,000 to 850. And that's something that you guys should definitely begin to look at. I mean, especially right now, it's the winter. You buy something right now in the winter. Maybe in the summer, the market's still hot, which I think it still will be. I think it's going to take until next winter for it to really cool down. But we'll see the effects this spring for sure. But still, you could still really sell some of these properties real quick off these little deals, all these little condo conversion type of situations. I'm going to take again a couple wide shots. I'd love to know any questions you guys have, any concerns, anything maybe you guys want me to put on the show that I haven't put on the show. DM me, message me, anything you guys want to do. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear a way that I can make this show better for you guys, because it would be better for me. Okay, please let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry I had to come in the car this time, but it is absolutely freezing outside. Can barely hold the camera. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys next time.